What's up, everybody? Chewy89 today, and we're gonna do the Marvel Crisis Protocol video. And this is a very, very, very humbling, happy, and really good Marvel and up. It's gonna be a really positive Marvel Crisis Protocol video. And today we got some major news, guys, from the land of Atomic Mass Games. They blessed us today with the affiliation list, and a certain nerf to a character that's been causing a lot of problems in the MCP scene. And I am the happiest person in the world today. And if you guys could do me a favor, like, dislike, subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'm going to have more MCP content. And also, you guys could do me a favor. I have a tournament coming up. That tournament is looking really good right now. Next week, TTS, winner gets a Weapon X box. You better join that tournament. It's free. We're also going to have a raffle for another one as well. So definitely join that tournament in Longshanks. The link will be in the description in the video down below. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to get into, let's go back in time a little bit. Let's go back to April, right? And we're all playing MCP, and you know, Malekith's changing the landscape of the game, and then next thing you know, we get a stream, and, you know, we talk about a certain box that's coming out later this year, and it's called the Weapon X Rival Panels box, right? And it's a really good box. It's very expensive, by the way. Very, very expensive. It has Logan the Wolverine and Sabretooth, right? So I'm in there watching the stream, and then all of a sudden I hear some news about this Logan is not a part of the X-Men. And I'm like, what? In what world? Right? In what world is Logan not a part of the X-Men? And then I asked a simple question, because I heard the reasonings, and I was listening to everyone in the stream. I'm not going to say anything, but I had a comment in there. And I said, well, just because somebody takes leave from a company, that doesn't mean they're not a part of the company. They're just taking leave for the time being. And the response I got, well, was not the greatest reasoning for Logan not being in the X-Men. And come to find out today, and here's the thing. Also, after that video came out, after that Twitch stream happened, I did a video talking about how disappointed I was that Logan the Wolverine wasn't going to be in the X-Men. And I listed my reasons why, and I told you what's up. And I did that video. Of course, I got some stuff for it, right? Deservedly so. I'm not gonna say I didn't deserve it, but I talk. Listen, man, I'm honest, and when I'm upset about something, I talk about it. When I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you 100% of the way, right? So if I'm upset, fine. You know what I mean? And I got some flack for being, a little negative and all that stuff. And I also didn't mention that November was not gonna be great in my opinion because there was no new releases and all that stuff. That being said, though, today is a good day, and I'm happy to report that according to the affiliation document, and some corrections were made, and I don't know what happened at AMG or whatever the case may be. Today, guess who gets put in the X-Men, guys? Logan the Wolverine. And, it's just, I love this. I love the fact that Logan is a part of the Uncanny X-Men. He should be. That is his home. To me, Logan and the X-Men are like this. I don't care where Logan is coming from or what era he's in. Like, Logan and the X-Men are like this, okay? And you can't have him not be in the X-Men. I'm sorry. That is just my opinion. And on top of that, with the Uncanny X-Men, the old Wolverine, I'm sorry, is a little subpar. And, this Logan is definitely better than the other Wolverine. Like, I would love to see this good Logan play with the Uncanny X-Men and use the tactics cards and all that stuff and just be great. Like, it's awesome. Like, the X-Men are already a great affiliation, right? This just makes them better, and I love that. Like, why strip that away from the X-Men is my point, right? I don't understand it. It is what it is. All I know is Logan the Wolverine is in the X-Men, and I want to thank everybody out there who talked about it. I want to thank everybody out there who complained about it, and I just want to say thank you to the Marvel Crisis Protocol community. Now, I don't know how much was talked about. I'm pretty sure this is, because this is an expensive box. And if you find out Logan isn't part of the X-Men, you're probably not going to buy the box. So, win-win for everybody today. And I want to thank the MCP community. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. I got, this just made my day. And I want to thank AMG for correcting, in my opinion, this mistake, fixing it, and cementing Logan in the X-Men. It is the right decision to make. It is the only decision to make. And don't do it again. Okay? Logan is an X-Men. Okay? And then today we get the fleshed out Weapon X affiliation. I am going to do a roster video on the Weapon X, by the way. I am excited for that affiliation myself. So stay tuned for that. We got Deadpool, Domino, Honey Badger, Logan, Sabretooth, the Apex Predator, and X-23. Now, with that being said, I didn't think Sabretooth was going to be a part of the Brotherhood. Now, that I was okay with, right? It is what it is. But lo and behold, Sabretooth, the Apex Predator, is a Brotherhood of Mutants, and oh my god, my Brotherhood roster just changed with this addition. He is going to be really, really good in affiliation with the Brotherhood, and I can't wait to see what to do with Sabretooth and Magneto and just doing all the crazy shenanigans and all that stuff. I am just super happy today, guys. I am super, super happy. Great way to start December. Also, I haven't reacted to this yet. We got Rhino's Fig, which is amazing, and I'm not going to react to that until I see the entirety of what's coming out in January, right? Like, Rhino's Fig looks amazing. He looks great. I want to see the entire picture. It can't just be Rhino that's coming out in January. It has to be more stuff. So I'm just waiting to see what else is coming out for January, and then I'll react to the Rhino stuff from there. But this is amazing right here. And this isn't the end of it. This is all fantastic. This is amazing. The world has been righted with this. Like, Logan is back home with the X-Men, and we got the full affiliation for Weapon X, and Sabretooth is Brotherhood. It ain't just that. What else happened today was there's been a boogeyman inside the MCP world that has narrowed the meta, and whether you agree or disagree, up to you. All I know is every time I watch a YouTube video of a battle rep when they talk about Malekith, there's a lot of complaints. Every time I go to Facebook, there's a lot of complaints. Every time I go to Discord, there's a lot of complaints. Even me, as a competitive player, even though I know I can beat Malekith, I complained because I thought this character was way overtuned for the game that is currently, with the crisis and everything, how it's working out, way overtuned. Okay, and honestly, if a couple of adjustments would bring him right back within that curve, right? That curve that they always talk about, which is right here. And this is amazing. So here's what happened to Malekith today. So they're going to replace, here's Malekith the Accursed. If you guys want to find this is on the rules and FAQs or whatever. Is this page 4? Malekith just got added here. So Malekith the Accursed, replace the text of the Conqueror of the Ten Realms Superpower with the following text. During the power phase, this character gains 1 additional power. Now, you're sitting here thinking to yourself, what changed? They got rid of rerolls. So you can reroll a Malekith now. Okay, so the biggest issue with Malekith, one of them, was that you couldn't reroll on him. So Malekith can just go in, do his thing, take someone out, and then if you try to take him out like efficiently, with rerolls and all that stuff, you can't because it just turned it off. He literally turned off 2 affiliations, okay, Asgard and Shadowland Daredevil, turned off X-Force, which, I mean, did they need to be turned off anymore? Anybody that can re-roll attack dice, he just turned it off. And we got rid of it, and we're in a great place today. Now the Malekith player has to sit there and think a little bit how he charges. So, there you go. I actually might want to play this character now because it looks like there's a little bit of a learning curve. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to not play him so, whatever now. You have to think a little bit now, and I like that, man. That's what I want from my models, to think a little bit. So we got rid of rerolls. That's phenomenal. We're not done. Malekith, the Accursed stat card. Replace the power cost of the Ferocity superpower with 3. So now, which it should have been from the get-go, it should have been a 3 power cost charge for Malekith. Thor has 1 at 5 threat, which, I mean, how can you justify Thor being 3 power cost and then you bring in Malekith, who does way more damage, has a higher output, has a throw that throws everybody, okay? How can you justify Thor's charge and go with Malekith and be like, oh, this is okay at 2? So this was beautiful. They changed it to 3. This is a much needed change to the character. And the other thing is too, was that it got away from the philosophy of them trying to get rid of turn 1 plays. And that's what Malekith did as well, right? Because when we remember last year, they were talking about the changes. They made changes to advanced R&D, etc., and all these plays. They wanted to turn that off. This character came back to that. Now I have a turn one play. Now, granted, there's still turn one plays, and it's not as easy to do now. And it's not as, game breaking to do now. But there's still turn one plays, but you have to work a little bit, right? That's all we're saying. Just work a little bit. Just to get if you want to turn one play, you got to do something, right? So now if you want to charge with Malekith, you have to play him in Steve Avengers. You have to find a way to pass him a power within humans. You can do advanced R&D. You can do Brotherhood stuff and destroy a power and give him a power, whatever. But now when the Malekith player charges, he has to be wary of how and where he's charging. And also, guess who's back? My boy Magneto. Magneto can re-roll on the man that is named Malekith. Thank the heavens, Magneto is back. Not that he was gone. It's just this character kind of the same thing. If we turn off the rerolls, it just turns off a mechanic of his, right? But Magneto was back. Anyways, guys, this has been a phenomenal day. Thank you, AMG. This is a great way to end the year. I know November we had nothing going on, but I know why now. You guys were in the lab doing some things. Now, let's hope Malekith should not be the only character that should be errated like this, okay? I'm sorry, Dr. Voodoo needs an errata. Juggernaut needs an errata. Thanos with the portals needs an errata, not anything else. Black Cat needs an errata, just to bring everything back in line. And Hulk definitely needs to not be ignored. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't want them to do too much. I haven't really sat down and thought about what needs to be done. Maybe up his throw power cost to 4, maybe something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I would think, because he shouldn't have a turn 1 throw like that. And it's really, really strong right now. So no, guys, I'm happy, man. Thank you, AMG. You guys did a wonderful job. I just had to smile a little bit and do this video, and I want to thank the MCP community out there for being vocal as well, and and speaking with your voice, and things are getting done. And this is a good sign. Like, for me, this is a good sign for the game. If they're doing changes like this, and granted, I don't want this to be every week. Like, this is the other thing, too. We do need to calm down a little bit, and we can't expect this every month. Okay? If we do this every year or 6 months or something like that, that way we have time to play the game and see how everything's going. Then make a conscientious decision as to what the problem is and how it needs to be fixed. This is the approach I want to see. Okay? Now, granted, Voodoo has had a year. Malekith has only had a couple of months. So they knew this guy was a problem. Voodoo's been out for a year and needs to be addressed. Juggernaut's been damn near out almost a year now. Needs to be addressed. Cat's been out longer. Needs to be addressed. And Thanos just needs one addressing, which is the portal. Outside of that, Thanos is fine. If they just do that, we're in a wonderful place of MCP. We're back to where we need to be, which is one of the most balanced games in miniature gaming. That's just my opinion. And the game is back. You know what I mean? I'm super excited. I'm so happy. Logan is an X-Men. Malekith goes down a little bit. And I'm just happy, man. You know what, man? On to 2023. I'm just so excited. I'm just so happy today. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep playing MCP out there. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Get me to 1,000 subscribers, please. Okay, guys. You guys have been awesome. We got a lot going on with the channel this month. Let's keep this train ride going. I'm a happy boy. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day.